Shoppers searching by category, they're at the top of the funnel. They don't know who they want yet. Those are the targets that you want for those incremental sales. They don't have a brand preference. And what you see here is that, guess what? Across Amazon, across categories, most people come and they don't know what brand they want yet. That toys and games is one where it's maybe close to 50-50, but this is across the top 10,000 terms on Amazon. And you see in certain categories, far and away, there's many more category terms that are popular as opposed to branded terms. So this is your opportunity, right? There are more of these terms that are out there. We know they're highly searched for. And you're going to have a much better opportunity to capture that sale because the person doesn't know what brand they want yet. You have an opportunity to reach them. And we talked about this before as part of that flywheel example, but right on Amazon, your product's history, that's what matters. If you're showing that you convert customers, Amazon likes that and they're going to show your product. And just about everything else is completely trumped by that, just your history of conversions. So the keys to success really, it's just those incumbent top sellers, those folks that either on an unbranded term, but especially on branded term, they're incredibly difficult to unseat and really barring any kind of missteps. Out of stocks is a good example. That can really hurt your ranking for a good period of time. But keep in mind that, right, those folks aren't going away. You're not going to rank #1 on the top category term in your space. It's just with just off the bat, right? It's going to take some time, and realize it's going to be a process. So the way to right-size this is you really want to take a targeted approach to a small basket of keywords that you know matter, and for those terms, those are the ones that you really want to advertise on. The ones that you know drive volume, where you have a chance, and that's what you want to focus on. So at a high level, you want to put your budgets towards keywords that have good volume because you show conversions, right? This is about the number of conversions. If you're ranking and converting people, but it's on a term that only, let's say, gets 5-10 conversions a day, that's not a ton of volume. Amazon's not going to see that and say, oh, this is a great product for other terms that this product ranks on. You want to show them that you can drive volume and conversion rate on those terms that you know matter. But it's important, right? That's why you want to have a strict focus, because if you understand what terms matter, it's going to put you in a better position versus spreading yourself thinly. Because if your budget is spread thin, you're not going to have the requisite budget to rank on those keywords, right? These are going to be very competitive keywords. Better be aggressive on a few that you know work versus kind of pulling back and kind of throwing the proverbial spaghetti at the wall and seeing what works, right? Really try to take a focused approach here. And the way to kind of right-size this at a high level is remember that not every ad click is worth the same amount. So I'm not going to read through each of these here, but as you look through, this should go into your equation of what's a click's relative value, right? Are you ranking organically really highly on that page? What's your product lifecycle stage? What's the keyword type, as we just talked about, right? We talked about category terms are super valuable. Obviously, competitor terms also is very valuable. But right, there's a bit more higher barrier to entry, and it's going to be a little harder, obviously, to capture someone that's already in market for that competitor. So keep that in mind. And then activity volume is a big one. If you're seeing good activity volume, double down. It's a great strategy. It's gonna do generally. It's a good thing to do. And let's pull back and focus on keyword type, because this is really the crux of the way you can take some of this data that we've been talking about and really make it work for your business. So remember, branded keywords. If someone searches for your brand, they already know about you. And if you're bidding on it, right, the good thing is, hey, they're not very expensive. Amazon essentially gives you a little bit preferential. They know you're going to win on those. But, right, not all those sales are likely to be incremental because someone's already in market for you. You defend, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's go to competitor keywords, right? This has the opposite problem, right? They're deep in someone else's funnel. But, right, you have the opportunity to potentially take that sale away from a competitor. That's huge. But remember, they're going to be expensive. Amazon's going to, right, that other brand is, probably defending a keyword. It can spark bidding wars. Obviously, if you're that brand, right, you don't want to lose on your own keyword. You could have some kind of run-up cost there. So just really be mindful of this. This is where category keywords come in. Shoppers searching by category, they're at the top of the funnel. They don't know who they want yet. Those are the targets that you want for those incremental sales. They don't have a brand preference. And as we talked about, right, those are some of the most popular terms out there. They are competitive, so the bids are going to higher, but as long as you go in knowing that, this is going to be your best opportunity for success.